Hello, everyone. GoldenHawk. I gave a message the other day and told you that I'd be live tonight on astrology. And I want to talk about the full moon we had. It was this morning, and we're already moving into the waning cycle. The first thing I wanted to let everybody know. And this is the second supermoon of the year. So it's very, very strong influence. We also have what's called a yod, or the finger of God, in the sky at this time. Several septiles, quintiles, and nonagons, which are really intense and strong in effect in the next harmonic of astrology. So these are the pieces that are really going to be affecting psychics, healers, mystics, and the unfortunate empaths who we hope can move into compassion and structure themselves to embrace their gifts and heal. But it's really hitting. And I know it's hitting hard. Some of the pieces that we had earlier this week, the lightning striking the Acropolis, the burning of the mosque and Notre Dame, which is really releasing the bindings on the divine masculine. The divine feminine codes have been coming in very, very strong, and we broke free into the ninefold, which is the dimensional helix in 2012. So the Divine Mother is awakening within the earth. And I have had several students when I was doing some of the divine masculine or divine male course pieces that were like, they have God, they have a God that represents male. And they're like, really, do you see that as divine masculine? The broken pieces within the church systems, within the existing religious systems, are really, really bad. They have been bound in blood magic. And this week, moving into Beltane, which is a festival of fire, where we burn away the old, jumping into the new, and coming in, I think it's tomorrow. What time is it? Anyway, we're moving into a more intense and higher harmonic, coming in to ground it into the earth. This supermoon had, in effect, a within 3-degree Saturn-Pluto conjunct. Next year in January, moving into the 1st of February, we will have an absolute direct Saturn-Pluto conjunct. That conjunct is basically going to blow away the old boundaries, the systems that were instituted for thousands of years, that those who came in on the Scorpio, Neptune and Scorpio, the movement of Neptune through Scorpio, which we had in the 1960s, was going to blow all of the old boundaries away. We are no longer going to be accepting what they've tried to make invisible. More and more is going to become very easy to see. This is a taste of what's to come. And this is a taste of some of the destruction. I am not talking about people going out into the streets, marching and setting fire to things, although it would be a good idea if the Catholics did that and got their stuff back. I think of a few others too, over what's happening to their children. But this is all actually personal. First, self first, home first, you. And these septiles, these nonagains, these quincluxes are bringing in this new harmonic, this higher frequency. It's making a lot of people not able to sleep. We've got Venus lining up and coming into an alignment with Chiron, the wounded healer, here at the end of Aries and moving into Taurus. And these pieces that we wanted, we hunted down, that set us on fire, and the beauty of them and the simplicity of them are moving into Taurus for a new opening to actually anchor those pieces. But the biggest effect we have right now is a Grand Cross. It's a spiritual Grand Cross, very high harmonics. It is the two nodes with the sun and the moon, with a supermoon in Libra. And this is about finding inner balance. You will be seeing a great many parts and pieces that are out of balance. And this is going to be a flash, because as we come into Taurus, Saturn's going to go retrograde. Got a lot of planets going retrograde. I'm going to go back over it. And we're going to go back over it for quite a long time. So if these higher frequencies are causing heart palpitations, now I don't sleep very often when we've got real high frequency pieces coming in. As a matter of fact, I lay down and bring in the codes, and I just don't go, oh yeah, downloaded. I'm getting symbols. I'm seeing the codes. I am feeling them move into vibration in my body. I'm getting vast amounts of messages, and then more pieces come out and move around as days follow up on it. These lunar pieces, so many people think, oh, they last like 2.5 days while the moon's in that sign, or 30 days while the moon's, the sun's traveling in this sign, and this is not true. These lunar changes are a frequency within us that's been opened. So this is a new frequency. What we have going on with the nodes, the south node is in Capricorn. And this is what we came in with. And it's sitting between Pluto and Saturn, the old structure, and all of that explosive energy that may or may not be able to be brought up into the higher spiritual realm in Capricorn. And the node's sitting right between them. The north node, what we came here to do, is sitting in Cancer. It is sitting right on top of Castor from Gemini within Cancer. So we've got a fold going on, and we've got Aquarius and Leo. They're closed off, they're intercepted. And with this interception, at times we see stars from other systems, and the star that's sitting between Procyon and Sirius, which is an earth gate to the sun, is Castor, from the twins Castor and Pollux. Castor is a warrior. Castor is involved with a lot of old mythologies. We can follow in Jason and the Golden Fleece. But we have the North Node full of the ancient goddess culture, Dark Mother, the vulture shamans, the ancient Peruvian and Egyptian shamanism, sorcery, the source codes are sitting right on top Castor. We are not bringing these in right now because Aquarius and Leo are blocked. They're intercepted. But we are earthing them. So it's not an awareness level, it is a harmonics level. It is creating change. And it will seem that what's going on right now is going to fade off, and it's going to fade off fairly fast. Please be aware. Note what you feel you need as new boundaries. What you feel is and is not acceptable from church, from state, from institutions, your insurance companies, the doctors, the people you're paying. What is acceptable to you? And what do you want? What is acceptable in your relationships? Because this harmonics has to do with relationships on all levels. And this is 29 degrees I am. It's where the sun was, 29 degrees. Aries, with this lunar balance piece going on in Libra, and all of these pieces coming in. And this isn't the Libra of, well, I like carrots, but peas are good. This is the Libra of, that's harmonic and that's dissonance. So in my life, where is my balance? Where is your balance? This is a precursor. A great amount of the stuff that you've just worked on, you're going to go back through again over this Saturn retrograde. Starting very shortly, it's stationed to move into retrograde. And we've got some other planets retrograde also. But Saturn is our own structure. So you're going to fall back. Hi, Terry. You're going to fall back. And you're going to be moving back through those old structures. Be really aware at this time what you do and don't want structured in your life, structured around your life. What you want, and is your structure emotional or is it feeling? Is it empathy where you're bound up and powerless? Or is it compassion with your gifts flowing? These are the pieces that you need to bring up and you need to look at. If you're feeling your heart racing, if your thyroid's not balanced, you've got other pieces going on, completely out of balance with your physicality, this is time to look into that structure. Grab some of that energy from the Venus and Chiron and move that forward. Go into what is being revealed by the Great Mother about that warrior piece. Are you ready to stand down and stop giving your energy to struggle, to war? Are you done in your relationships with fighting for your own individuality and your own right to be a sovereign human being? If that's what's going on, are you going to continue to move forward, or are you going to restructure, create new boundaries? Are you going to move out of trauma and move into the feeling area and feel out what you want for yourself? As you grow, as you heal, as you change, you are healing part of mass consciousness. As you grow, as you change, as you release ancestral pieces, you're clearing part of that matrix of karma around the earth. So as you move into Taurus, the sun moves, and we go through Beltane. Have in mind what you're going to burn off, what you're leaving behind, and jump that fire. This is going to be a year that is going to be really tough. A lot of people are having really heavy bouts of depression. It's because the stellar movements are at such a high frequency, and your bodies are not structured or opened to the harmonics, the lenses that are needed to be part of, in fullness, embracing this greater octave. So you've got the rest of the year until this comes in again in January, and it actually goes direct. It will be so intense by February of 2020 that it would not be surprising to see some really big uprisings in more than one nation. So you get yourself level and take care of what you can actually directly affect. I've got a really good friend, Robert Satayakim, who's Puyallup Nation, and he's doing Healing the Waters, and we are the waters also. We are over 80% water, healing our pain, healing our pasts, healing the collective pasts of our families, our lineage, our tribes, our cultures. This is the greatest work that we can do at this time. And as I said, this is a taste of the future. So take a look at what you're wanting to embrace, and then take a look at yourself. A couple decades ago, I'd have told you I was a spiritual warrior. And I'm a witch because I can bend things without breaking. That's what they called the people that had the gifts inherently. And then they went forth and killed as many of them as they could. This is what I am. But I am not a spiritual warrior. I am here to live my life, walk my path, and have the direct effect that I can have through my own personal reach, as each person chooses themselves. Free will, sovereignty, heal yourself, Neferka.